So 13 millimeter, 3/8 inch drive. I'm going to start moving these. So move this one. Looks like there's 4 on each side. Oh, small bolts too. So that's what they look like. And that's not a good sign. Notice that there's like oil on that one, right? That one is just rusted. I'm gonna go over here to the front of the manifold. These bolts. See what these look like. That one's just rusted. This one's gonna be a pain in the butt, but I'll be able to get around it. Also rusted. So gonna go over here and start taking out these bolts. And like I said, gonna have to disconnect, obviously, some vacuum lines, but I'm gonna also have to disconnect these, right? So I'll disconnect those, and then we'll get to this other side of the intake manifold. They kind of just press, but I can't do them with my gloves on. Pull up. Oops, pull up. Oh, pull up on this gray part. And I think you press, and you press. Okay, you squeeze it right here, and it releases it. That's 2. Let's see if we get these 2. These 2 are kind of these 2 are down here. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Press, remove, pull up on the gray piece, press, remove. Let's see where the bolts are down here. So you can kind of see there's one on the other side. This looks like it has less. So let's see what we got here. I mean, there's 2 in the back, and unlike the other side, there's only 1. These are the injectors. So I got 1, 2, 3 I got to remove. I'm going to remove those. I may or may not. I have a way to rest, to do the back 2. I could probably rest it on something and you can see me do it. But the front ones, okay. So I'm going to remove that one. You probably can't see it. It's right underneath here. I need both my hands to do it. And then I'm going to go to the back. You can probably see that one perfectly fine. And I'm going to remove this one. Let's see what we see here. this one. Hopefully I got it to a point where I can remove these. Okay. Bet you this one's gonna have some stuff in it, but let's see. What I'm hoping that indicates is that one of these heads is bad. There is nothing. So that one is perfectly fine. The corresponding one on the other side, the sister one, was not. Now just be aware if this intake is cracked. This is a custom part. This is almost $1,000 for this intake. All right, if you can find one. I'm a big proponent of not buying new parts unless you have to buy new parts. I really don't have a source for any of these Mercruiser parts. Same thing. This one is just rusty, no water on it, and heading to the front here. So let's see. Okay, so last bolt's underneath there. At least I think it is, right? So I've been kind of winging it because I read the instructions in the shop manual, talked to my engine guy. He basically said, hey, it should be a bunch of bolts like this. Get everything off. Like I said, the bigger problem is going to be this, right? Now, so I've learned something it doesn't want to come out, and I've also learned something else. Don't ever force anything that doesn't want to be forced out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try, it looks like somebody put RTV sealant back here, which is probably what you were supposed to do, but who the heck knows? So let me try to pull this one back up.